Okay, well, I thought I'd just do a little bit of a recap of the majority of my finds over the past year. Didn't really get out that much this year, but the times that I did get out, I did pretty well for myself, so I can't complain at all. Starting here at the top, probably some of my best finds were these four shalers. There's two variants there that you can see. And that was, I mean, probably a once-in-a-lifetime find for me, finding any shalers. And to find them all in probably about a 20-foot circle was pretty neat over the course of several hunts, finding all the pieces parts. So that was pretty neat to be able to find them and reassemble them. As far as Confederate lead, I didn't find much, but I did find four Richmond labs out in the valley, which was a nice surprise for me, and something that I hadn't found before. I also found a few Spencer casings and a couple of Spencer bullets at that same skirmish site, battle site out at out in the valley. Had a few Burnsides, a little camp that was off of one of the major roads. So I always like finding some Burnsides. Those are pretty interesting bullets. And I found a few Merrills at my little horse pasture site, three complete ones that are in pretty good shape, and then one cut Merrill. As far as minis, really didn't find that many minis this year. I got one dug 169 out of a fire pit where a guy I was hunting with found several. I went back over when he was done and found one more. I also got one 54 caliber. The rest of them are 58s. One fired from that same battle site out in the valley. Something else for me this year was a couple of these Williams Type 2 cleaners, and then of course a pile of the Type 1s that I found in about a 10-foot circle. So those are interesting to find. Not very many round balls this year, just 3 of them. Mainly found a lot of cavalry. Most of the places I were hunting had a lot of cavalry activity, so I found a lot of these dragoon bullets. I also found 3 of these little 32 Smith & Wessons, which are another first for me. So I found a pretty good variety of bullets this year. Again, moving on, you know, most of the cavalry activity, found lots of sharps, a couple of variants, some of the flat base, some of the teat base in there, and then obviously also found a few of the regular Colt revolver. So those were nice, kind of go along with that variety of bullets I was finding this year. Now this is kind of representative of some of the brass that I found, odds and ends typical on campsites, grommets and rivets, a little bit of colonial stuff off some of the colonial sites, decorative colonial brass, something like that. It's real decorative. Along with got a nice brass reins guide, and of course a harmonica reed, pretty typical of any kind of period site. As far as some of the other interesting finds I made, I found a couple of Indian heads this year. Not a lot of silver, just a little bit here and there. I found this nice little silver wedding band and this link that I found right next to this 1809 half cent, which was a first for me. It's kind of in rough shape, but it's an 1809 half cent, and probably my oldest American copper coin is this. It's a 17, I guess 93 to 96 large cent. You can make out the head on it and tell what type of coin it is. Unfortunately, the date's gone, but I know the date range, so that's pretty interesting. Also found a variety of flat buttons this year, and one World War I uniform button on an old Civil War camp. You can see it right there. Several of these old flat buttons are very decorative. Probably some of my best finds again were this U.S. belt plate that I found early in the year. You can see it's in real nice shape. Got all the hooks. Came out of the ground perfect. And I also found a keeper to a sword belt, but no plate. Heck, I'll take it though. Didn't find a whole lot of buttons, but I found some nice ones. A couple of nice eagles and a eagle eye. Also got a triangle hook and a kepi buckle, so that was kind of nice. But overall, for the year, you know, for not getting out a whole lot. I really got a nice variety and some interesting finds for my collection, as well as lots of firsts. So I was really pleased with the variety, and the quality of the finds as well. For me, was pretty interesting. So I learned a lot, and I hope you guys do well in the upcoming year, and we'll see you at Digging in Virginia. And we'll come back to you next time.